Hello, so in this question, we're looking at how to sketch inverse functions. Now, this one here is kind of tricky to be fair. So the function is 3 over x minus 1. But we have to sketch both this function here and its inverse function on the same axis. Now, we don't really need to find out what the inverse function is, because remember there's a special rule with functions and inverse functions, and that's that they are reflections across the line y equals x. So if I just draw a line here of y equals x, so that would be a dashed line like this. Basically, the two lines will be reflections of each other across this line here. So once I've drawn this, I can kind of figure out what the inverse would look like by flipping it across the line. Okay, so what would this look like? Well, if it was just 1 over x, it would be like that. Yeah. The fact is 3 over x effectively, which means it comes a bit further away from the axis. And then the fact that it has the minus 1 means that it shifts across by 1. So what that means is it's going to look something like this. So we're going to have it like that and like that. Yeah. So x minus 1, we've shifted it across to the right by 1. And okay, it's not the best drawing. This looks a bit weird, but roughly that's right. And we can draw an asymptote down here at x equals 1. Yeah. Because we know that x can't ever be 1. So this is going to get closer and closer to the asymptote, and so is this. And there'll be another asymptote here at y equals 0, so just along the x-axis basically. Okay, so now for the inverse one, we need to flip this. So this asymptote of x equals 1 is going to flip and become y equals 1. So I can draw another one along here. I make this one y equals 1. And so this one, when it's flipped across the line, will look like this. Yeah. So you can see this bit here got flipped to become this bit. And then this bit here got flipped to become this bit. And then for this one down here, it's going to come along here and then down like that. Yeah. And if we think about where it crosses the axes, it only crosses here and here. So this one would cross at -1. So I need to switch back to blue pen. Switch here at -1. And so the y value being -1. And then the other one will swap here, will cross here at x equals -1. And that's it. So that looks kind of a mess now. It's quite hard to draw these. Yeah, you just draw the normal function, and then you draw the reflection across the line y equals x. And the best way to draw these is to just think, what is this graph like? So I'd liken it to 1 over x. Then I think, okay, what if it was 3 over x? And then what if it was 3 over x minus 1? And by thinking of it in those stages, that helps you to draw the whole thing. But yeah, otherwise that's that. And also remember the asymptotes. Asymptotes really help you draw it because you kind of know where your lines are going to. If you don't do them at first, you draw them after. Often they don't really fit and it's all gone a bit weird. But yeah, hope that all made sense. And I'll catch you in the next one.